Nifty are banking and financial names. So that's what you've got. I think we're coming to the close of the pre-open session as well. Nifty being up about 93 odd points, 54.94. Devina.
We've got Rohit Srivastav joining in right now. So, we'll take a look at these prices. We've got firm prices now. So another 5-6 odd minutes, we've got the market opening. Rohit, what have you made of this new infusion for banks? At least a shot in the arm through the stocks. It may not actually prove because the losses are still there in the system with the kind of yields that they will see. But for the time being, for the next quarter or so.
No, I think a quarter is a pretty long time, but definitely in the short, there are two things you're actually anticipating when you're thinking quarter. You're thinking about the impact of bond yields over a quarter. And what we are looking at is immediate price action, which will discount that much faster because a lot of the selling of the last 3 days has essentially been panic. If you look at the markets have been falling since May of this year. So we are 3 months falling and it's just the last 3 days that have created more panic than they did before. So definitely this is time for a relief and these measures would add to the fire on the bounce back. So you get a very sharp spiky bounce back in the markets as the RBI actually steps back on these measures.
Would someone be prompted to buy into the currency right now, the rupee particularly? Would you look at buying the rupee at these levels?
Yeah, I think 64 was an extreme. Probably if it's not, if it doesn't go above 63.30, 63.40 would be a good stop if you're really trading. We wouldn't mind being a seller on the USD INR, that is buying the rupee at that point.
Okay. Yeah. Rohit, what's your take within stocks and what you would like to buy, or for that matter, if you have it in your portfolio, maybe look at an exit because you've got a bounce back?
No, we were not really very long. In fact, once the market got below the 5600, we were exiting shorts. We've not really gone much long on the market. We took a couple of bets yesterday on the long side. So those are paying off, but that's very, very small. So what we are looking at, like I said, is a move back to 5800. And we may ride that. We would like to look at the banking stocks in particular for that kind of a bounce because they would give you a good move up. I think the bank nifty would probably head closer to the 10,000 mark, and that should give us some more upside in banking stocks. So that's one area that we would look at. But we would also like to look at the stronger areas like metals, which have held out in the last week. They might actually show more strength because that's been the stronger part of the market over the last couple of days. So we might actually like to be long in metals as well.
All right. Yesterday we had an opinion that suggested that maybe, as and when the markets start to consolidate or see some stabilization, stocks which had outperformed like IT, pharma for that matter, and a few other names sporadically, those stocks will start to underperform and you'll actually see high beta play kicking in a big way. So you'll see much of these high beta spaces giving you bigger returns. Is that the likely case?
In very short-term trading, and I'm talking 1 to 2 weeks, that is likely to be the case. In fact, my sense is that IT sector is overdone on the upside, not just for the short term, but for the long term. So my recommendation is to sell and get out of IT stocks altogether in any case. And at the same time, in a short-term bounce back, yes, the high beta names are the ones that are going to outperform. In fact, if you noticed or probably didn't notice, in the last 1 week, as the Nifty fell below the 5500 mark, the mid-cap indices and the small-cap indices did not fall. So they were actually holding out strongly against the market, whereas earlier they were the ones that were leading the decline. So that strength in the broad market was actually showing very clearly that this was just a panic sell-off of the last 3 days. And typically that being the stronger area will give you very sharp spike-ups, those 5-10% short-term returns end up coming in the high beta stocks. But you need to be very careful with tight trailing stop losses and booking out as in when you get those gains. Because we are not really looking at this as a long-term bottom, only as a short-term trading rally.
Rohit, your comment on FT right now on MCX, the NSCL issue gets a little more murkier. They failed the payout yesterday, was the first payout that they had to do.
No, I think that issue's been one that has created a lot of negative sentiment. So the faster we get it behind us is usually good for the markets. I think most of these events, including the ones related to the RBI, are essentially being sentiment negative. And what markets really like is to have free markets. So I think the most happiest thing about what RBI has done today is it's actually going back to free markets. I think that should be the signal, irrespective of what the long-term outlook is. Markets should be left to find their own way.
Got that. Rohit, thanks very much for joining in. Really appreciate your time. Sensex, Nifty both up more than 1% right now. In fact, 1.25%.